going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I've ever played with. He can shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
Three terrific names. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bialica is out there with Harrison Barnes, and it's Holmes in at the center position. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Rebounded by Tucker.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Harden gets the bucket.
As great as he is at creating for his teammates, Harden is even better at creating for himself. His dribble moves are insane.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans.
So many of his points came at the line. The D was trying to play him physically, and he just said, yeah, bring it on.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Now, here's Fox, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Barnes outside. Over House. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Outside Westbrook. With the teardrop. The shot misses. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Harden against Bogdanovich. Back to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Oh, and look at the streak of Fox. Amazing how he maintains control despite getting roughed up a little.
The 3 from Harden. And it's Fox with the rebound. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And there's the pass to Holmes. And here's Bogdanovich. 9-point game his last outing. 11 feet away. Second change shot. Holmes can't get it to go in.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Covington. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
The strict of Covington willing these shots in, despite the D being very aggressive.
Pass to Bogdanovich. And Holmes now top of the key. Outside Bogdanovich. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The 3 from Harden. And it's Fox with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. Here's Holmes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Barnes can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Yeah, it's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode. Now, I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Well, it's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. And the Rockets desperate for a return to the NBA Finals.
Oh, the team has had their chances. They just need to make the most of them. I mean, front office, they're doing what they can help to make the most of Harden's prime. I mean, you have to admire their willingness to go for it now.
check out some numbers here for James Harden. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. He's putting up 29 points a game, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
And the Kings making a change here. Hield's checked in. Harden against Hield. Harden the pass to Tucker. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Kings trail by 7. Over in the corner, Barnes. And they get it. Moves back up. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Now, here's Fox. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Here's Hield. The kick out to Barnes. Like at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Covington with the bucket.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. He's jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now, here's Fox. Now, here's Barnes. Rebounded by Tucker.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but he can't get anything to fall.
Covington wide open. He fires. And it's Fox with the rebound. The Kings trail by 12. Knocked away. Stolen by Harden. Right wing. Westbrook with a wide open look. Can't hit that one. And it's the Kings taking it the other way.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Here's Barnes. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
It's good. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Chris, you were a tremendous passer. One of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more, but I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. And if you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets play. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh, my goodness, can he pass that ball? He and Horford right now, oh, man, two of my favorite passes in the game.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Now here's Hield. It's rebounded by McLemore.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Clemens. He's covered by Joseph. Green passes to Clemens. Shot clock at 6. Here's the floater. Rebound by the Kings. On the wing, Hield. Guarded by Green. Green against Hield. Now here's Len. He's guarded closely. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. McLemore, the pass to Rivers. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack it in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Count that one.
In the mid-range game of Hield is excellent. Always got to play up on him when he has the ball.
Pass to Rivers. Outside, Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
The former Georgetown Bulldog, Jeff Green, now a veteran in the NBA. I mean, he's bounced around the last handful of years, but he's a smart player who still knows how to make an impact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And for Green, who is almost out of the league due to a heart condition, he's had a great career.
He has, Kevin. I mean, he's never been an all-star, but his production has never been lacking at any of his stops. I mean, lately, Green has been best as a leader for the second unit, who came up with a handful of scores every game.
And Jeff Green drops them both. There's 1:38 left in the first. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Kings. It's a 16-point game. Healed outside. Knocks it loose. Now here's McLemore. He's covered by Bazemore. Houston moving the ball around. Passes it to Clemens. Over Joseph. The shot missing. So the Kings will take it the other way.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
I like how Hill gets solid positioning inside. Terrific score close to the basket.
Here's Rivers following the basket by Buddy Hield. Green kicks to McLemore. The pass to Clemens. High post shot. That one goes. Count it. The Kings trail by 16. Outside, Joseph. Pass to Hield for 3. Rockets with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. The rebound by Giles.
Oh, sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
Bazemore for 3. Bangs on the trifecta.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And so it's Houston. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Houston leading by 13, and so in the game for the Rockets. Jamari Carroll is out there with McLemore. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Green, and it's Clemens in at the point. Now here's Carroll. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clemens. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. It's stolen by Green. Clemens covered by Parker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jabari Parker.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops. From a pure entertainment standpoint, who's a player that you think is must-watch TV, Chris?
Oh, man, you got to go Curry, Lillard, Harden, Giannis, Embiid, shoot, Simmons. I mean, you could just keep going. Let's go Lou Will off the bench. Let's even go defensively. You can even go Patrick Beverly. So many guys that is just so much fun to watch play. Must-see TV. Mike D'Antoni is a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing a title to cement his legacy.
Now here's Hield. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. Bazemore misses. Houston leading by 15. McLemore inside the line, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
And for Houston, they're shooting from the field 44%, not bad. Lets the three fly, connects from three-point range. McLemore's got 5 now.
That's the kind of player McLemore is. He is always thinking of shooting as soon as he gets the ball off the pass.
Joseph with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Len. Over Rivers. That one wide left. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And Green slams it in.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hield against Green. Hield kicks it to Bazemore. Pass to Len. Over McLemore. No good. And the Rockets take it the other way. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Green up on top. Len grabs the board.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now here's Hield. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Houston leading by 22 to the middle. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Well, the new arena for the Kings looks amazing, C-Webb. Just how much has this meant to the city?
Oh, it means so much to the city, GA. I mean, ownership has been wonderful. It keeps the team here long-term. It's revitalized the whole downtown. And Sacramento is a city that has thrived with the addition of this arena.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Alex Len. Bielitsa comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. Now, here's Fox over Westbrook. Fox, no good.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Holmes passes to Parker. Fox looking it over. Back to Parker. Bielitsa finds Parker. They need this one. Here's Holmes. Harden grabs the miss. Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Westbrook. Sacramento grabs the miss. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bielitsa misses. For Houston, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 12 in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's the pass to Fox. Over Westbrook. The offensive rebound. Bogdanovic. Westbrook with the block. They get the rebound. Holmes, good.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
For Houston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now, here's Fox. Outside, Bogdanovic. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Westbrook against Fox. Pass to Parker. Shoots over Tucker, and that one's good. Parker's got his first points in this one.
Keeping the mid-range game going. Parker has shown before how lethal he can be from there.
Westbrook, no good. The Kings shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Parker kicks to Holmes. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Fox against Westbrook. Outside, Fox. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Covington's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Some changes for Sacramento. Giles comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Parker. Here's Sacramento. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. And you see flashes of brilliance with Harry Giles. And eventually, Chris, you think he'll put it all together.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I do, Kevin. He missed so much time in both college and his entire rookie year. I mean, a little behind the curve in that regard, but the talent is clear. And there was a reason why he was once the top-rated player in his draft.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now, here's Fox. Over Westbrook. And too long on the shot.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And that's now 6 points for Harrison Barnes. Rockets leading by 22. 1:36 left to play in the first half. Here's Westbrook. The shot, no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And there's the nice layup by Fox. Fox has got 6 points.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
Here's Sacramento. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Superior strength from the little man. Fox accepting the challenge and fighting through the contact well.
And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
Free throw good, Fox.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Now here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him. He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second. The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Harden. It's deflected. Outside, Fox. And he uses the glass on the lane. He's got 11.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Westbrook. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
A real pest on the defensive end. Fox takes great pride in getting right into the airspace of shooters.
And we finished one half of basketball. Rockets ahead. They lead by 13. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. What do you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Yeah. James Harden feeling all the feels. Gets in that headspace where he's taking over. He's prolific, but also efficient. Terrific first half.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Kings.
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Holmes in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, so
You did
tough.
both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on him. Like, remember what Derrick Rose did over Dragic back in the day? Oh, my goodness, off the two. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone, or Giannis dunking on anyone, or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So, me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something.
I like that. Fox hits them both.
What sticks out about Fox is his speed. He's one of the fastest guys in the game at both ends of the floor.
Bogdanovich against Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Fox, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Russell Westbrook.
Such a tricky cover inside. When Fox attacks like this, the defense responds with that same type of aggression.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Fox.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they've kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
Now, here's Covington. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. A pass to Fox. Great touch on the 16-footer. Fox has got 16 points.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Westbrook passes to House. Back to Westbrook. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Fox.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Just need to calm down, play their game.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Fox. Fields checked in for the Kings. And so he hits both. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. 6-point lead. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Let's look at some numbers for Bielitsa. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's putting up 9 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him. He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Hield against Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Baseline try. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 6.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
And he knocks down the first one. Alex Len's checked in for Sacramento. Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Tamari Carroll's checked in for Houston. Russell Westbrook drops them both.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player at this stage of Russell's career.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight mates.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. From beyond the arc, another miss by Houston.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's good to see Parker looking to score, being opportunistic. He's making the defense act.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And 74%, you know, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And at this stage of Parker's career, it's about accepting whatever role is asked of him. So far, he has done an admirable job of doing this.
Corey Joseph's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. Second free throw, no good.
Well, when you think about the Kings, you know they are going to let it fly. The team is loaded up on players deadly from outside. They've adapted and embraced the long ball effort.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Outside, Covington. Passes it to Clemens. Rivers with it. He's covered by Joseph. For 3, Covington. Len grabs the board. And the shooting with this Kings team last season, Chris, a major strength, as you said.
Yeah, and their whole offense has benefited from it, Kevin. I mean, they were 4th in the league in three-pointers last year. Finding points won't be a problem for the Kings going forward.
And here are the Rockets now, following the basket by Buddy Hield. And here's Tucker. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. For 3, Covington. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Yeah, Greg, there's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work.
And the Rockets with possession here. Sacramento making their last shot. Back to Tucker, looking to end the run. Len grabs the board. Len's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Parker passes to Joseph. Back to Parker. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. The Rockets 4th.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Stolen by Tucker. And it's Houston on the break. Rivers has got the ball. The pass to Clemens. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Rockets have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. First free throw is good. Some changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Jabari Parker, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Joseph. The Rockets also changing it up. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and McLemore is subbed in for Robert Covington. He's perfect from the line this time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 20-6 run. Hield outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he did.
Pass to McLemore. Now Carroll. Here's Rivers. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. He was all alone on that one. He's got 11.
Well, we all know Austin Rivers can score, but there, you like seeing him set up his teammates.
Now here's Bazemore. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Now here's McLemore. The lead is 2. Passes to Clemens. Hits the jumper in space. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Bounce pass, Bazemore. Hield the pass to Giant. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of. But it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Kicks it to Rivers. Pass to Green. Now here's Rivers, covered by Barnes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Free throw drops for Rivers. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
Rivers hits both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The Kings trail by 4. Right side, Fox. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Fox. That's 10 points for Harrison Barnes.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Now here's Green. 6 points for him. And there's the pass to Clemens. 5 on the clock. From deep. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. James Harden is checked in for Austin Rivers. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Giles. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And that one's good, Barnes.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
They kick it out to Green. No good on the 3. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the King. He feeds it to Fox. Kept alive. Barnes. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And for Houston, they're shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. That one goes in. 15 points in the game.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Left side, Fox. Good. Nice job down low. Fox has got it all tied up now for the Kings.
Well, I like the imagination Fox brings to the court every game. He just finds a way to get himself going.
Pass to McLemore. Harden surveying the D, and he comes up with the deuce. Harden's got 16.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
If that's how they want to end this quarter, they're going to have to score quick.
Here's Fox. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
In the game, he shot 6 of 7 from the line. And some changes here for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Barnes. And Bielitsa in for Hield.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Good sign that he's getting to the line a lot here in the second half, putting pressure on the D.
Westbrook with it. He's got 12. clock, and Houston again with the bucket.
You know, he doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Rockets lead by 1. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's McLemore. And it's House in the power forward position.
Well, to deal with the bigger defenders in the NBA, Fox had to learn the floater. I mean, as you can see, he learned it pretty well.
Passes it to McLemore. Pass to Tucker. Westbrook way outside. That 3 off the mark. The Kings leading. With some arc. Fox, no good. Harden against Bogdanovich. Harden, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
Now here's McLemore. Westbrook makes it off the glass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Harden against Bogdanovich. Fox passes to Holmes. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. 6 to shoot. He kicks it to Fox. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talented advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Here's Fox. James Harden picking up that last basket. Bogdanovich wide open. Off target from three-point range.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Wasted no time on that one. Fox has got 27 points.
Downright lethal in transition. Once Fox gets a step on you, it's pretty much over.
And Westbrook, here we go. It's tipped out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Sacramento making a switch here. Barnes is checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Robert Covington's checked in for McLemore. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Westbrook. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Fox. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. They lead by 1. Here's Bogdanovich. Rebounded by Covington.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
The pass to Westbrook. Looking to end his cold spell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on to De'Aaron Fox. First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Holmes kicks to Bogdanovich. Over Harden. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The switch flipped for him at halftime. Not a single point in the first half. All of a sudden, he's come alive.
Here's Harden on the wing. The Rockets with another miss.
It's only a matter of time until his three-point shot comes back to him. I mean, he knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
Now here's Barnes. Outside Bogdanovich. Lock at 6. And the shot goes down. And now it's a 3-point Kings lead.
And there's been a drop-off in their defense since halftime. I mean, they don't nearly have the same energy they did in the first half.
Here's Westbrook. And it's Fox with the rebound. Fox has got 6 rebounds in the game. With the floater, it's rebounded by Houston. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. Good D by Barnes. Sacramento leading by 3. The rebound by Harden. And it's Houston on the break. It's House outside. The Rockets again can't hit. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Barnes can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 3. It's Covington on the wing. Hits it from 3-point range.
And Covington, this is one of his favorite shots. He's a lights-out perimeter shooter with textbook form.
Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Fox. Trying to find Holmes. Gets it to him. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
Timeout call for Rockets. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Oh, yeah, no question what they'll be talking about in this timeout. They need to figure out some way to slow him down.
We've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for the Kings. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Here's Hield following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Passes it to Fox. He lobs it up. Wants to get it to Bielitsa and does.
a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, what a beautiful point.
Intensity. Did you see that? Great.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
Will bring it up for the Kings. Pass to Barnes. A floater and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Houston.
Oh, that's a nice play from Barnes. Putting enough pressure on the D that time, and they were forced to foul and give him a chance at the line.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Barnes. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Barnes hits them both.
But at this stage of his career, Barnes knows who he is. He's a glue guy. He does a bit of everything.
Westbrook passes to Tucker to take the lead. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for the Kings.
One shot.
Rockets trail by 5. Outside Westbrook. Fox with the steal. Outside Bogdanovic. Barnes against Westbrook. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Come on, kid. That's just Barnes showing off right now. Do you realize the strength and one.
What's up?
Rockets trail by 8. Now Westbrook. And Tucker has it in the corner. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And the Rockets with possession here. Harrison Barnes missing his edge. Barnes against Westbrook. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Barnes can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 6. The 19-foot shot rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. That one drops for him. Fox has got 29.
He's considered one of the quickest guys in the game. Fox, he really hurts defenses in these takes.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Westbrook. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Fox against Westbrook. Now the pass to Barnes.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. Barnes hits them both. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. There's the triple. And he's good on the 3-ball. Harden's got 21 in the game.
He's a top-tier scorer in this game. I mean, Harden only needs a few shots to fall, and then it's like watching a volcano erupt.
Fox, the bounce pass. Now here's Barnes. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bogdanovich. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 9. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Some changes here for the Kings. Walker's checked in for Bielitsa. Brewer comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Farrell subbed in for Fox. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clemens. Pass to Mbamute. Jacks up a three. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Bielitsa, he checks in for the Kings. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Yogi Ferrell. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chandler. Robert Covington comes in for Caboclo. Daniel House is checked in for Mbamute. And it's James Harden in for Ben McLemore. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time. Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
And an intentional foul right there. It a 7-point lead. So both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 8. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's McLemore. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, and you can tell that McLemore's teammates trust him. They know he has the clutch gene and welcomes pressure.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
An all-around threat with a promising future. I mean, Bogdanovich has the tools and the drive. He can be a solid player in this league for many years.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
A good league gets even better with excellent work at the stripe.
Outside, House. Rebound by Bielitsa. Outside, Fox. So the Kings win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away.